Day one, you compiled a list of wholesalers in your town. Okay? So you compiled a list of wholesalers, and then you call those wholesalers up, and you get a flex option sign on their wholesale deals, and then you do several things to market that house. Okay? But the strategy behind it is that you're going to do a 3-day sale, so everybody that you're selling this house to, they know that you're only selling this house for 3 days, which motivates them and put urgency in for them to take action on it. Because if they don't take action within that 3 days, you're not selling that house anymore. Okay? And you don't care if that house sells or not, right? Because you just get more wholesale deals. You just want to create that urgency, you know. But and even if that house doesn't sell, what happens is that those buyers that were interested enough to go out there and go out to the house and take a look at it, okay, all you have to do is find them a different house that they would like. But you have the buyer in your hand. You see how that works? There are two parts to wholesaling. There's the part where we wholesale our own deals, right? So we find a deal, we get it under contract, and we wholesale it. And with that strategy, you can do that and you can make money very quickly too. But it's tough and it's probably rare that you can make that kind of money in 7 days. So what we do is we take that to the next level and we're like, hey, the deals already exist. If I just wholesale other people's wholesale deals, I can cut my whole time down to 7 days. Okay. This system is really simple, and this is the reason why it's very easy for you to outsource. It's very easy for you to hire people to run this for you. But in the beginning, you're going to do this yourself so you can get the experience. You know, I mean, you're sowing your seeds in the beginning. Okay? But yeah, day one, you compile the list. Day two, you call the wholesalers. Day three, you follow up, make sure they sign your flex option. Day 4, 5, and 6, you're going to market the property for sale. Day 7 is the last day for you to sell that property. And, you know, and then from those buyers that been contacting you and going, I mean, you're going to have a lot of buyers who contact you, but the ones that are, you know, the best ones are the ones that actually went out there, looked at the property already, and they just told you, oh, that number doesn't work for me. So you do two things when the numbers doesn't work for you, is you try to renegotiate the price down. You know, you find out from them, well, what number would work for you, okay? And you go back to your original wholesaler and renegotiate that price down, okay? And number two, if they tell you, well, you know, the house needed more repairs than I want, so whatever their reason is, you just now have a really interested buyers, and you just have to go back on day 8, you call up other wholesalers, and you find them a property that would work for your buyer. The difference between an option and a contract is this. A contract is a bilateral agreement, meaning the seller agrees to sell and the buyer agrees to buy. Okay? That's a contract. An option is a unilateral agreement. That means the seller agrees to sell and the buyer has the option to buy the house but not the obligation to buy the house. You understand that? Okay? A flex option is not something that exists out there. That's why nobody knows what it is. It's something that I made up. Okay? I created this agreement so that way it allows me to control these wholesale deals. And the way it works is that it gives both the seller and the buyer the right to back out of the deal at any time. So that means that if, you know, the use of the flex option is to get you the right to market that property, because without having interest in that property, you can't sell the house. You can't market the house for sale because it'll be illegal, because most of us are not real estate agents. We're not licensed to do that. So you got to have some type of an agreement, a contract, you know, or an option to control that property. And so the flex option allows you to have the right to market that house for sale, but at the same time it allows the wholesaler the right to back out of your agreement if he finds the buyer before you do. You understand that? Okay? So that's what a flex option is. Where can you find some of these deals? Right? Where can you find these wholesalers? How do you compile them? My website is the first place you should go to, okay? Doug's website would be the second. The only thing about Doug's is, you know, he's only in like 7 cities right now, so it's not a national website. So, you know, well, if you're here in Houston, then yeah, it's available to you. But so those 2 websites. Another website that's really good is rehablist.com. Okay, Mike Collins is also a friend of mine, and that is a national website. Okay, where investors go and post deals. You will also find them on Craigslist. A lot of wholesalers, they know how to use Craigslist now, so they post their deal on Craigslist, okay, and also on Backpage.com. Okay.